Yo,
Yo,
what's going on, people? It's your boy Marv and Latimore,
Oni Francis.
and this is another edition of Welcome to My Hood Film. Oni was cracking lacking, brothers.
What's going on? This is good, bro. It's been a minute.
I know it's been a little minute.
Take a couple trips out of town.
Yes, sir.
Not lose my mind. So.
Yes, sir. Me too. Me too. We had to finish the summer off right.
Yeah.
Summer vacation was good to us. You know what I'm saying? But
we are back at it.
yes, that's right.
Games is done.
That's right. That's right.
It's not funny anymore. That's
right. Summer. By the time most of you have seen this episode, summer of 2023 will have officially ended.
Yup.
So we figured
cuffing season's back and people are desperate.
That's right. Cuffing season's back. Hoodie season's back. The cold is back, especially for those of you who live in the tri-state area. Rain, snow.
10-degree drop, just like that.
Just like that. It's going to get darker quicker. All that stuff is here.
It's dark right now.
It's dark right now. Exactly. It's dark right now. Not even 9 o'clock yet. So we decided that we wanted to show a movie that kind of recollects that because one, summer is ending, and two, sports season has begun. Whenever summer ends, sports season, all the sports come back, all the major sports. One ends, which is baseball, but they go into their playoff
just
season.
Watch the Yankees get washed.
Tennis.
Don't forget about tennis.
Tennis.
And basketball, football, hockey is all about to be in full effect. So we found ourselves a movie, and as usual, if you're new to this show, we let you know we put somebody on to hood films that ain't from the hood, or they just never seen a lot of hood films in their life, one or the other, or
Films
both.
in general. Or they're just young as hell.
And I'm all three.
All three, all right, that works for us. So we got a guest. We're not just doing this for our health. We're doing this to put the world onto the hood, one film at a time. So we're gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself. State your name.
Hi guys, I'm Aliza. It's good to be here. I have not seen this movie before. I've seen a very limited amount of hood films. I'm from upstate New York, Albany, New York, which is the real capital, no matter what anyone says.
Yeah.
Not the hood though. Actually, there are parts of Albany and Troy that are super dangerous.
Yeah, they got a meth addiction problem up there. From what
Yeah,
I'm
well,
hearing.
it's Cohoes. That's the problem.
It's what?
Have you heard of Cohoes?
No!
Cohoes is
What kind of crazy way
unsafe.
is that?
Cohoes is like it's an unsafe part of town.
Oh, town co-host. I definitely never heard of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like between Albany and Troy. So it's got the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know how I know it was whack? I never even heard of it. I heard of Troy.
Troy.
I heard of Albany.
Yeah.
Saratoga.
Yeah.
These are things I've heard of.
But I didn't spend a lot of time there, so I know nothing about anything.
Good.
I'm a little girl.
Yeah.
I'm a little girl.
Well, you're home now.
Thanks, God.
You're real home.
Do you want us to give you a nickname?
Do you usually do that? Do you usually give a nickname to people?
I feel like we should.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
It feels right?
Yeah.
So what is it? Because I got nothing.
Wait, do you guys have nicknames for each other?
No.
No.
Oh.
So where you go with this?
Yeah, give me a nickname. Let's see. If I like it, I'll keep it.
Okay, hold on. Let's do. Okay, so state your name again, and then we'll give a.
I'm Aliza Gandi.
Damn, that's a good name. I can't
Yeah. You got Gandhi there. You know, you might say some problematic stuff, but Eliza is like, all right.
Yeah, it's like a hood name, like Young Liza.
Oh, there you go, bang. You got it. Yeah. Young Eliza got
What
it.
do you just want to get through that?
No, it's fine.
Eliza.
Yeah.
Dude, that's way better than what my siblings would call me growing up.
What they called you?
Aliza?
Aliza is kind of funny. I'm sorry. That's
Dude,
a little
and
bit.
then I started
I'm
having
sorry,
acne
too.
and they called me a cheetah. Like, they're mean.
Wow, that's fucked up.
They're smart about it.
Yeah, that's using
like-
too smart for evil.
You know, I'm
Not Eliza, we're sorry that
Yeah.
happened to you.
Yeah,
It's okay.
so you get the
I'm
redemption
not-
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That this has never been done before
Yeah.
on our show.
I feel so special.
Yeah, you're not a loser. You're a winner. So but we're gonna call you Young Liza because you're not a loser. So speaking of that, it's great that you brought up the fact that your family was doing this because who better than family? And that's a movie that we picked. It was a movie about family.
Oh yeah.
So what was the movie we showed you?
The Cookout.
The Cookout. Yes, a hood film unlike no other. So a movie so good, a movie so dreadful that it got a sequel and we didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, we just found it out.
Yeah,
Like,
we just found out while looking
like
stuff
it
up.
must have been direct to video because no one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that ain't going to theaters. The first one got in the theaters by accident. So, this this movie came out in 2004, so almost 20 years ago. This movie was released. Yeah. So you saying you're a young lady. So Was you around when this movie came out?
I
Or?
was 2004. It was either 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So you was walking and talking, but you had no interest in this film. That's
her conscience didn't kick in yet.
Yeah.
There were better films for you to see as a young child.
Yeah.
You know,
Snow White.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
It's like better films just
Mickey
picking out
Mouse.
old Disney movies.
Yeah. If you don't start your children off on the Cookout, just don't.
I know. Yeah, just don't.
It's better to have not watched anything at all.
Yeah.
And then maybe wait till it's 14 and up.
Yeah, there were even better hood films than this
at
that time. So, the movie came out.
Were there hood films for children?
They're rare.
Maybe it's probably animated, but there's not supposed to be because they're always mature themes. Yeah. So if you do, I don't think there's one. But if there was one, they'd probably talk about like being in school and just doing something minor.
The complete opposite of what.
Nobody's selling drugs. They probably get tempted to do
so
drugs.
Funny.
Yeah. So I don't think there is, and if there is, God bless whoever made that.
Let us know. I'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
What
like,
the fuck?
that's what we do here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what in your eyes? What did you see in this film? What was it about to you?
I mean, so it's about this guy. He just got, what's his name? Wes? No, not
Todd.
Wes.
Todd Anderson.
Todd Anderson.
Todd Anderson.
Just got drafted to the NBA. The movie opens with him getting ready for the draft picks. And everyone's like, Todd, you're going to get picked first. And then he does. And that's like I think it's so funny because that's what starts the movie. But by the end of the movie, we never even see him in the NBA.
Nah, it's not about that.
But it like is about that. Like that's what it's about. Cause like they could have had him win his money in literally any other way. They could have had him win the lottery and be famous for that. They could have had him like be a great gambler and win like this big bet. And
those are
be famous
different
for
movies
that.
though. Those are different.
But I get what you're saying because
No, because it wouldn't change the plot of the Cookout at all.
Nah, I probably wouldn't.
Like the core plot would be the same. Basketball is just a framing device, which I think is a bad framing device because then I'm just waiting to see him in the NBA, and you never know.
The framing device is fine because like he was doing stupid shit with the money he don't have it. Even with the lottery, you don't get some of that money up front.
When you hear, oh my God, I'm gonna be in this is a movie about someone who just gets drafted to the NBA.
You need an agent too. You need an agent character.
You don't think you're just gonna watch them spend the money. You think you're gonna watch them spend the money and be in the NBA.
Oh yeah, nah.
Which you do not. So
You watch a hood movie, young lady.
Besides a hood
Watch
movie.
hood. They don't got a budget. You shoot scenes like
they
that.
have a budget for Queen Latifah.
She's a producer. She's taking money in the back
The
anyway.
budget for that not Missy Elliott singer.
Oh, Eve.
The budget for her.
She was barely in a movie.
Yeah, she did
They
the
have
last
a budget for
15
the
minutes.
president from Mean Girls, principal from Mean Girls.
Oh,
Tim Meadows?
No disrespect to that.
Yeah, no disrespect, but you're not. No.
The budget. I'm just gonna keep on listing famous. They had the budget for John Rule.
You was
All right,
yeah.
we'll give you that.
That's where the money went.
You should have led with that.
Yeah.
We'll give you
At that
and-
time,
and Danny Glover. Those two people. Danny Glover was the old black man.
No, I know.
Okay. So those two, we got you on. But everybody else, they probably gave him a few thousands.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's basically what the movie.
I mean, it only had it was
So
only
they go to
16.
the
It was
Cookout.
only 16 million budget. That's not.
Oh, you got that?
Back in 2004, that was a
Yeah.
lot of money. Look
We'll do
it up.
that for inflation.
Look it
She was
up.
like, "That's a lot of money, man. What you talking about?"
That's not even an
60
episode of Doom Patrol.
No, in 2004, must be at least like 32 million.
Yeah. In the box office, it made.
What's the conversion rate?
12.
It made
Look it up.
altogether worldwide made 12,009,070.
Got mixed reviews. Anyways,
That's way worse than mixed
he
reviews.
never goes to the NBA, but all his friends and family want to use him for his connections and money.
Yeah.
And he has this cookout where when all of the zany characters come together, I think he has like 3 sets of cousins, this brand new girlfriend, and his parents are up his ass, and his parents are fighting with his aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the security guard. And they have a neighbor who's black and racist.
At the same damn time.
Well, he actually isn't. He's playing a role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You find out later he's kind of playing a role.
Society,
Yeah.
for sure. But still sucks. But that's the plot of the movie. You're welcome. Podcast over.
Yeah, in a nutshell, folks, we always like our guests to explain what they saw, because we ain't only could just tell it like it is, but when a person see it for the first time, this is what they see, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing.
They spent $26 million in today's numbers. That's the budget.
That's only $26 million?
Yeah. 2024, 2004 wasn't that long ago.
It almost doubled it. It like made it higher by 75%.
Maybe by 10 million.
Yeah, but 16 million that's upping it 66%.
Yeah.
Of what it was.
So that 26 million is not a lot. That's not
$10 million
for a movie.
$26 million is a lot of money for a movie.
Really?
Avengers must have been like less than 100 million to make.
Oh, sweetheart, that thing is like 200 million.
The original Avengers?
Yeah.
Avengers 1?
Maybe 150
the one that
million.
we saying, the one that came out 2012?
Yeah, that was
Robert
150
Downey
million
and
back then.
all that.
150?
Yeah, 150 million.
Well, they also had to. This is all practical effects, even if he was faking the real end.
Practical effects? This wasn't an action movie.
No, I'm saying
What you did to the back? With the backyard.
In the backyard chilling.
What? There was no special effects.
There wasn't a lot
It
of
was a terrible stunt when Sharu crashed a Ford Taurus.
Well, no, I'm saying if
The
they
Ford Taurus was probably $5,000 in 2004.
Yeah.
should they have made the NBA movie I was longing for.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
practical effects would have been way cheaper.
You needed at least 75 million to make the movie you wanted to see.
75 in 2004, 75 million.
No.
Yeah,
50 million back
because he's right. The first Avengers, the budget was 220 million.
What about Iron Man?
I was like, she's trying. You really trying. I respect her trying. Like, even that's like 100 million.
That's definitely more than this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's more. I'm just saying-
140.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what year?
That was 2008.
What?
So that was 4 years later.
Oh my god.
You understand why we said it's not a lot of money?
Also,
Trust me, I fight about this all the time because I'm a sick man. I like to fuck with people.
Also, like,
I like numbers. It's funny. Like,
yeah,
like
like
working CIA, like no, it's like no. These things cost
like you
money.
said, also, if you're basing a movie about superheroes, which is going to require a lot of like.
Okay, what
Special
about Kick-Ass?
I love this.
We can't-
I love.
I'm gonna give you this one last movie.
Yeah,
because
we gotta move on. We'll be on.
We're
I
gonna
see what you're trying to
Yeah.
do. I respect it. You're not gonna
Okay,
win.
Kick-Ass I'm probably right about though.
That's at least 50 million.
30.
Okay.
There we go. In what year?
That was 2010. I believe.
So that is Kick-Ass to this?
Yeah.
They could have made an NBA movie on Kick-Ass's budget.
Yeah. They had 30 million back then.
But they had close to 30 million.
15 million is close to 30. 16 is close to
yeah.
All right.
Mm.
I see what you say. You a funny filmmaker.
Yeah,
It's like,
anyway.
no, God damn it.
I'm not
Anyway.
a producing major. I
No.
don't have to do budget.
You're good. But that was basically the budget.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk about the budget.
Yeah,
so,
it's funny. It's just funny.
That's what it is. So basically, it's like we explained to you when we were watching the movie. This is just a film full of stereotypes, which is a lot of hood films.
Yeah.
And the main stereotype is that when a person makes it, whether it be a rapper or a singer, actor, entertainer, basically,
Yeah.
in any type of entertainment field, once they make it and they about to get money, everybody come asking them for money
Just loses their mind.
before they even get the money.
Right.
So that's what this movie was basically
Yeah.
trying to joke on. Like, not everybody in the family was coming for his money,
Right.
but there were people who were like, "Oh man, he gonna hook me up. He gonna help me out.
Yeah.
He gonna change my life." They think that the one person that make it is gonna change lives.
It was at least half of them.
Yeah, a good half of the family was like, he's gonna change lives. And then there was that other stereotype of the family where there was that one person in the family that was like, he ain't that good. He alright.
Yeah.
My son better than him. And you're like, no, that's not true. That's
Your
why he
son
got
is-
drafted
yeah.
and your son is your son. Yeah, like let's pump the brakes.
You're right.
You know, so there's different stereotypes that were present. Yeah, right. There was different stereotypes that was present in this film, which is very annoying to this day because that's
It's 2004.
yeah.
It's like,
It was 2004 was what it was.
it's one of the last
Yeah.
ones.
So wait, if that's the basis of like you're saying a lot of hood films,
Mm-hmm.
then how do they still make those movies today? Because it is still a fun genre.
Mm.
They don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, they slowed down on it. They definitely slowed down.
they're doing
It's present. You're not wrong.
Because I would say like the same way like the high school like comedy like used to have
Yeah.
like a mean girl and like the hot boy, the hot jock who sucks. Like Bottoms took that and like flipped it on its head. So I'm wondering if they're like hood movies that are doing like the same thing. And
they flip it on his head.
Oh yeah, they'll find a way to flip it on his head. They'll find stereotypes that really match with today's themes of what's going on in 2023.
That's what they calling Tyrone was all about. They flipped that on his head. We just flip it on his head now. So all right, we'll take that.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Like Due Revenge, I think did a good job of it too. See, I'm just like talking about a completely different genre, but
but that's what makes this the conversation. That's what makes it rich. Because we was just gonna shit on this movie for 20 minutes, so you helped out.
Got shit on a little bit.
You helped out. So before we dig in on the trash talking, we could talk a little intellectual about like just budgets and film and all that stuff. So, but how did you like the movie? Did you like it? How did you feel about it?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was just like a fun movie. Like the same way like I turn on any Hallmark movie and I'm like, this movie sucks, but it's fun. Just like that.
Okay. Wow.
She's like, it sucks, but it's fun. Okay, cool.
All right.
That is true. That's what we watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
We know
there's not enough ignorance to that for me to make it fun. I'm bored.
Right.
I'm sorry I'm not ignorant enough for you.
No, I need somebody to do something dumb. But like, all right, if you're going to be boring, you got to be like, all right, you got to at least be a dumbass and laugh at you. Like, what is doing? What's happening here?
Was there a character you was rooting for in this film?
Dude, like, I should have been rooting for the main character, but he was so boring. He was so boring. And also, like, I know it's a little bit absurd. Like, I know the movie is a little bit absurd. Wow. But, like, they make up rules that, like, wouldn't exist for any reason and ignore the actual rules of the NBA. Like, if you get drafted your first year, like, in hockey, your first year, future years, you can negotiate. But the way a draft works is that they can't just pay you any amount they want to. Mm-hmm. They have to pay you the starting amount. And they just right off the bat, $30 million.
This is why you were never going to get an NBA movie because the writers aren't even thinking about it.
Yeah,
they don't care at all. You hear what you're saying? They don't give a fuck.
Right. They're not thinking like that at all.
Yeah.
So.
Trust me. Even I'm like, bro, why are you going to play street ball? You just got drafted. First of all, it's dangerous.
Yeah, you can't. They're not supposed to do that.
They're always going to let you do that because you get hurt and fucking up my money.
Yeah.
You're going to look stupid.
Yeah.
They're about go. You just bought a Bentley. Just go to a private gym.
Well, more ill-advised. Real street ball. Like just randomly walking into a random park. Like they can't do that. Like most people you've seen, if you're a basketball fan, you've seen like Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. He was playing in the Rucker. Kevin Durant played in the Rucker. Some people play in Pro-Am, Drew League. But those are real things, bro. Yeah, this wasn't even that. It was just some niggas on the court. Yeah, that's
some niggas can do on the court. What are you doing?
Yeah, right.
I'll never see you niggas again.
Exactly.
You come with me to my court when you pat it down.
Yeah, because he could have either got jumped, robbed, killed, or they could have injured him on purpose.
Yeah, which is what they kind of try to do anyway.
And especially in the hood, they be haters when they see you come up. If you a rapper, they will come for you immediately.
And you're in New Jersey, I'm definitely.
Once they found out you got the deal, you ain't really gonna get that first album out. If you choose to go to those type of places, like if you go back to the club where you knew that club was dangerous and you're like, I made it. They're like, oh, you made it, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. You're like, that was my fault.
Didn't that happen to someone like so recently? Like 2 rappers got shot and died because they were playing dice out, which is just...
Well, that's different.
Yeah,
that's different. They were in a place that they thought was kind of cool. That was it wasn't 2 rappers. It was what's the homie's name? It was Offset, right?
Migos.
Yeah, it was Migos. Yeah. So he got shot over a dice game, but he thought it was, you're not thinking like that. You're thinking everything cool, everything smooth. No, it wasn't Offset. It was the other guy. It was
Takeoff.
Yeah, I think it was Take.
Damn,
or was it Quavo?
Sorry.
It was one of the 2. We so sorry.
No, I think it was Quavo. It was the one that didn't really rap.
Okay, yeah. So I think it was Offset. Yeah. No, Cardi B goes out with Offset. It wasn't Offset.
Yeah. I think it's Takeoff, man.
So it's Takeoff, yeah. So basically, long story short, he wasn't supposed to be there, because it was a wrong, just unfortunate. So we're not crapping on him, but yeah, it's something like that where they but he already made it at this point. So it wasn't like he just made it. He already was big time.
They're completely different.
Yeah. But it's still in a slightly similar sense where it's like you can't really go back to your old spots anymore now that you made it.
That's so sad, because why should I not be able to go to any of the places that made me me? I mean, not me, because I would never be in that situation.
I mean, like,
Because
that's what he thought, but was like, bro, come on.
Because in the hood, like
Hey,
I said,
sometimes you
people-
can't go home again.
People don't think like that.
Yeah.
They think like, yo, you got money immediately.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to get you now before you try to hide.
I mean, I just like anywhere too. They just
Right.
Everyone else is more white collar about it. I'm gonna fuck up your finances.
Yeah, there's celebrities today.
Sign this, sign that.
I'm not sure which ones. I know Beyonce is one of them. Michael Jackson's another. There's like a rule that for certain celebrities they can't go to restaurants anymore because they're like so big.
Let's shut it
that
down.
if they went to a restaurant, they would shut everything down. Like everybody would just be crowding around the restaurant. Traffic would be messed up. Like
Beyonce can't eat in public? Poor
yeah,
Beyonce.
she can't go to a restaurant.
You're not wrong in a way.
No,
Like,
no,
damn,
no,
I
yeah,
kind of
like-
like to.
No, yeah, it's same with Mike. If Mike went to a hotel, everybody found out, they crowded the streets just for him to walk out and be like, hey, and then walk away. So,
Wait, that's actually so sad for them. They can't have normal lives.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't think they said. I don't think they.
You don't
cried.
think about it at all? You don't think they miss the normalcy?
Probably
maybe
this
a
much.
smidge.
And this is what this movie entailed. This was a
Yeah.
guy that everything you saw in this movie and they cookouts for the most part, he was doing that before he blew up. Now he blew
He
up.
wasn't even doing normal shit.
Well, that's also part of the problem, story-wise, is we don't see him, we don't know the irony because we don't see him doing that before he blew up. Like, you guys know, because it's a stereotype, right? Like, why would I know that stereotype? So, like, I'm watching this movie and I'm just like,
What's going on?
well,
Why is
yeah,
everybody so dumb?
I'm like, why is this dude, like, not standing up for himself? Like, when he gets mad at the end, it's seemingly out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what he's like before this movie starts.
That's fair.
Because the minute it starts,
He's just
he's
about
like,
that.
he already knows he's going to get drafted. It's just a question of what number. Like, it opens on maybe not the interview, but, like, he gets drafted in the first, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
So when you're the next big thing, you're usually top 5 pick.
Yeah.
And usually when you're the biggest of the next big thing, you're the number 1 pick.
Oh, wait, no, we do see that.
Yeah.
We see the photo montage.
Yeah,
So,
montage.
so they did a montage, which Oni told us like it was the quickest credits he's ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
It was credits that lasted like 5
What
10
did
minutes.
he say in the beginning of the movie? Did he say anything?
It nothing.
No, they just played like music.
Yeah. They
Exactly.
show him as a little
I
kid.
feel like if we had 1 second where he was like, oh, like, if we saw him as a little kid doing what everyone else is doing to him, it would have made the entire movie so much better. Because then the irony would have, like, hit a little more.
I think they were going for a vibe of like, in their mind, I think they just felt like you not going to see this movie. They thinking like,
Sure, I'm not.
you know what I mean? Like, no disrespect. I just,
Right. Like,
no,
it's
because everything.
I ain't gonna see this movie. I'm gonna be honest with
everything
you.
she's saying make
Yeah, no, you got it.
Young Lives making a lot of sense right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what they thinking. They like, they was probably arguing this and making somebody was making the most sense in the writers' room, and they were like, only black folk won't see this movie anyway. They know what's going on, and
Okay,
you're like,
my
no.
counterpoint is,
Okay.
you're right,
Mhm.
but if they're not going to do that, they can't just do the stupid cutscene they did instead.
Listen, that's why I bombed.
Because, like, you could pander to the people who aren't from that community, to all the white people and me, and have a short little funny cutscene at the same time.
Listen, we not arguing with you.
Not arguing with
we
you.
already
Yeah.
knew what it was.
Do
That's
better,
why.
guys.
Hey, listen,
Do
they
better.
do better. Everyone here, except for the main character, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Except for the main
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
I don't
right,
know what
right,
he's
right.
doing now.
What have you done?
What it looked like. I gave me and that bitch some flavor.
Are you familiar with the phrase, whose man's is this?
I mean, I'm just assuming it means, like, who does this guy belong to?
Yeah. Does it? So
Some people really don't be knowing.
yeah, some people be like, what?
I'm sure you get a lot of that up in Albany.
I mean, there's a lot of people use I don't, clearly, you hear how I talk.
Yeah.
But a lot of people in Albany use AAVE.
Can you explain that real quick?
Oh my
For those
god.
old people.
I think it's like, here's the thing is, I went to college prep school,
Okay.
all girls boarding school, so
Jesus.
it was very competitive. It
Really?
was at Albany. I didn't board there, but it's very competitive, and it's a bunch of white, rich, intellectual white feminists me and like a couple East Asian people and like 1 or 2 black girls in our grade.
Sound like my worst nightmare.
It was a
Sound
lot.
like
Well,
my
actually,
worst
like at the
nightmare.
time, I didn't realize how weird it was. But this is why I feel like I know so many intellectual things, but also nothing at the same time. But AAVE is just like African American Vernacular English. It stands for something like that.
African American.
Is that a bet? Are they trying to better up Ebonics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Wait, what does AAVE stand for? I don't actually.
Oh, I thought you was. I
I
thought
thought
you
you
was
were
telling
telling
me.
us.
I was trying to, and then I was
Okay.
like, wait, do I even know anymore?
All right, we go.
Is it just AAV? Did I just add on an E?
I don't know. Since she went to
Is
No,
it-
you're right. African American Vernacular English.
Oh my god, wait,
You got that. You got that. That's all you. You made that work. You made that work.
Yeah, it's just like using like. It's like when like white people try to talk like black people.
I honestly never knew that.
Yeah, we call it Ebonics now.
Yeah, we just call it
Does that word
Ebonics.
Ebonics?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Same thing you just
It's
said.
basically what you just told
Basically
us.
what you just told
But
us.
without all the pretentious shit.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
look, I got you.
So
So
faster.
look, and then even when I
Man,
typed in
what's going on,
Ebonics, it
bro?
said Ebonics versus AAV.
Wait, what's the difference?
Oh, god
So
damn
the
it.
term Ebonics can be viewed in an international context
Oh.
where AAVE is meant to show a direct relationship to American slavery. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
That's deeper than I wanted out of the cookout.
Yeah, that's deeper than what I Yeah, so
God damn it, Albany.
So, yeah, so that's what we're saying. So that phrase is something we like to use in this movie because sometimes there's characters that might have been doing a little too much or not enough, or whatever the case may be. Or there was just a character that you just felt in the movie. It was like, you didn't like them not because they wanted you to not like them, but you just didn't like them and their fit in the movie's universe.
Yeah.
So is there a character you felt like that was for you?
Well, besides the main character, which we've already talked about, I really didn't like his girlfriend. What's her name? But
Brittany. Maggie
But
Good.
I thought she was like a good fit for the movie. I actually thought she was one of the better written characters.
Interesting.
Like, unlike Todd, like I kind of knew like one, what she wanted, two, like what she was trying to do to get it. Like her reactions made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Versus Todd, I was just like, what are you doing, my guy?
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're not wrong.
I love it.
But like, who didn't fit? Just okay. So like, the 2 cousins with the roadkill
Yeah.
just felt very random. to
Because
me.
they were. Oh, good old Godfrey. He was a
Godfrey,
Godfrey.
yeah.
And like, if
He's
they're
pretty
gonna,
harsh out,
here's the
Godfrey.
thing: is if you want to do it as a gag,
Mhm.
then you have to spend less time on them. And if you want to develop them as characters, you have to spend more time on
I
them.
feel like they didn't spend that much time. We saw him one time.
Yeah, and then they saw him at the end.
They saw him with Queen Latifah for no reason. Then they right after that they jumped through the window and
The
helped the rest of
song.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was too much. Less
That's
or
fair.
more. Give me less or give me more.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the stereotype was for that because they were more.
Yeah, what the fuck is that stereotype?
Yeah,
We
I
don't
mean,
know.
they were supposed to be from the South. We got that. They were supposed to be country cousins, but they were like hillbilly country
They were
cousins.
like
Yeah.
chicks.
Yeah, which was like, that's not. I
You're
don't
in
know.
Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right.
Did it come from West Virginia?
Don't get me wrong. There's people that live in Jersey that do got a country type accent.
Oh yeah.
I've met people like
Yeah,
that.
it's definitely something like farmland.
Right. However, yeah, just most. I don't know if they said person came from Maryland because it's not a far drive, or
Maryland.
DC.
You're putting more thought
More
to
thought
it than
into
they did. There's no
yeah.
way.
Because it's just, just to give it more of that vibe. But they look like they got some people from like, I don't even know, just a deep country.
Yeah.
And they had country hats on and the overalls and all of that. So yeah, I feel you. That was good. That was good. I like the way you put that together.
They were just like so random.
Yeah.
And also like, what am I thinking about? Never mind. I have nothing else to say about them.
That's fair.
Nothing else to say about them.
So Uni, you had a character too?
Man, his father. None of this was happening.
His dad?
Him. Yeah.
Dude, who even was his dad? He like wasn't in it.
No, he was the guy that ordered the butler.
Yeah, okay, but the butler was in the movie more than he was.
Yeah, I don't like his other dad.
Man. So you said the dad?
He's the reason why his son is like that. He got it from him.
His dad was chill.
His dad Buying a butler isn't chill after the first night.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
No, I
That's
meant like he was chill just in the sense of like he wasn't worried, like stressing.
That's the problem.
That's true.
Your son literally almost got fucked up on the court. You should have been stressed. Like, what are you doing? Fucking up the paper.
I just got this butler.
Yeah, you're talking about, yo, buy me this Rolls Royce. Jacob the jeweler.
He's
Bro.
spending less money than Brittany.
Is he though? He got a whole nother human being. I think it's about the same. He should know better. Brittany's a gold digger. That's the point. He should be old enough to know better. I'm not expecting much from Brittany.
Also, I'm confused how, like, if he's spending like this and he's his dad, how is he not in financial ruin already? Not him, I mean the dad. How's the dad not already so broke?
He didn't have the funds to wild out. So now he got the funds to really be his worst self, and he just lost his money.
Well, like, that doesn't make sense to me, because, like, here's another thing is, like,
Okay.
as someone with, like, immigrant parents who, like, have been poor,
Okay.
like, I feel like it's, like, poor people, no matter how rich they get, are gonna hold on to their money, like, a little too tightly.
Not all kinfolk is, all skinfolk is kinfolk. Not everybody thinks the same.
Yeah.
You would think that. I've definitely seen some people who don't have it. Like, man, you were spending it like you have it, and I know you don't.
Yeah.
And bang, I need to borrow something. Like, damn.
I got a special one, and I hate to do this to a living legend, but it has to be done.
Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Glover.
There was so many characters you can go with in this film. You could go with Ja Rule's bumbling.
He's
goofball
way worse than Danny Glover.
Yeah.
But
he
his
was-
character was funny.
Yeah, but the character was funny. It was supposed to be comedic relief because for some weird reason, hood films that went to theaters, I guess whoever was in the writer's room was like, we need a goofy, bumbling villain
Yeah.
to do
Who's not
Looney
the
Tunes
real
S stuff.
villain.
Who's
Yeah.
not the real villain. And you're like, okay.
I mean, the
Secondary
comedy.
villain.
Yeah, and this is the second film that we've covered that somehow found a way to use a skunk. So, because we did a film like a few weeks ago,
Bro, like the late 90s,
Yeah,
early
early
2000s,
2000s.
niggas was scared of skunks.
Yeah.
So what would you have seen Danny Glover do, like, in this movie instead?
I think he should
I'm not being it. For what?
Yeah.
If
That's
he's still in the movie,
right. But if
what's
he's
the
still in the
better
movie,
use of him?
I think he could have just been a part of the family. He still could have married a white woman.
Yeah.
But he could have just talked about it from a perspective of like, like not.
Oh,
making-
he bring his white woman? Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah,
That would've
like
way better.
making the wrong, like don't
Yeah.
make the wrong decisions. Find and then he could have played the twist like everybody wanted me to date her, but I chose her because she was loyal. She did this, so that way he could have easily transitioned to walking into Eve and being like, "This was the one for me." Like Eve could have.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Eve
too-
could have came earlier.
Too good, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We're not here for that.
Yeah, because instead he played this like,
He played somebody that lived in this gated community
Right,
with white.
white.
He was acting uppity.
and he was like,
almost house niggery. I'm
Right.
like, yeah, that's
right. And then the plot twist was that.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the whole time he married her for the money.
Yeah.
He was really a hood dude from the projects.
Yeah.
He just didn't care.
Yeah.
Which is, like, undermines the whole point of, like, seeing that couple.
Yeah.
Right. That was
Not really, because she liked that ratchet
Right.
shit on the low.
so they was trying to play the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it turns out that she really undercover liked it.
Yeah.
Which in the beginning of the movie
She was on some
scared of
real
black people.
Karen shit.
Yeah, she was real Karen about it.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
Oh, that's a good point. That is, like, kind
yeah,
of
like it was a weird, like they didn't have to do that. It wasn't
No.
needed, and it wasn't funny. So it wasn't his fault, but there was a lot of questions I just had. Like
I kind of laughed that they braided him his
Yeah.
dog's hair in like
They-
seconds.
Yeah, they braided his
seconds.
dog's hair
Like
right after
minutes.
he got high.
Right.
So that also led me to believe, how long was this cookout?
Bro, this cookout was
Like-
like 24
It was like
hours.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing about the cookout is...
Yeah.
Never mind, I forgot what it was.
Was it the agent?
No.
She said, never mind.
Oh, no, I remember.
Movie so
There's
back, I
so many
forget.
characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
It's
too
obscene.
many
Yeah,
characters
it's
to
too
like
many.
keep track
So-
of it in one viewing.
Right.
It's like Oppenheimer, how many characters there are.
No, you're right.
However, to keep track, like at the end of Oppenheimer, I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I know he's mad at all these people and they have different relationships, but I don't know what any of them are, and that's how I felt about this movie.
Yeah.
Because he had like
Yeah.
what, 3-4 sets of cousins,
Yeah.
his parents, his aunts,
That's how it be.
Danny
Nice.
Glover,
Yeah.
the security guard,
Yeah. Queen
and
Latifah.
then Ja Rule too.
Yeah.
He had to resolve things with and Becky
Yeah.
and Brittany.
Yeah.
So many loose ends to tie.
Yeah.
And
He
I'm
tied
sure-
them all. It showed you at the end what they were doing.
Yeah, it shows that when they were doing it. Just
You just don't give a fuck. It's
yeah.
like, all right.
Hood films always go with this Animal House ending where they be like, "This is what happened to them in the future," and you're just like,
I love those endings though.
Yeah, sometimes they're cool. Well,
Sometimes it's a crutch.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like, we got.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah, we're done. We got to film.
For
You
white-
need to see how? Just know what happened.
Yeah, for white folks, it's called the Animal House ending. For black folks, it's called the Coach Carter ending. It
I
shouldn't
haven't
be,
seen
but
either
it
of
is.
those, so.
Oh yeah. So basically, their endings are similar.
Middle
Where it's like, where they'll show some of like the major characters, and the major characters will do this real quick, and then their pitch will stop, and then they'll have like a subtitle at the end, basically detailing their ending, where they are now. Like this is how their story ended, as opposed to you just watching. Some black films won't do that. They'll just like show you them and show you their life now. And then some black films will have the main character narrate and be like, "My man Benny, he doing all right, man. He went and got himself a car wash."
Which
And
is
you're like,
so random.
right, and it's even more random. So this one just took the liberty of being like, yeah, right. So the whole point of the movie was the beginning of the movie was a yearbook, like a memory album or something. So the end of the movie was basically the same memory album with all other characters, and they wanted you to laugh. Like, oh man, he failed the bar.
Did we laugh out loud a single time when we watched the movie because of the movie and not because of ourselves?
I mean,
man.
I think I did, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
He finds something funny. I usually just laugh at the illogical nature of things.
Yeah.
Like I said, we laughed because we were like, how did he get his hair braided that fast?
Yeah, that was funny.
How did he get his hair braided?
No,
We'll never know. We'll never know.
That's
They say-
another thing about this movie is you guys did not have a very good script supervisor.
Right.
Yeah.
Because y'all made Danny Glover tell 2 kids that their weed was trash.
Yeah.
And then he smoked the weed with them.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
it was kind of funny, but it was just like, I get what you was doing, Danny Glover. Don't get me wrong. A lot of you old actors, y'all find a place in comedy and worked out for like Harrison Ford. It kind of worked out for Robert De Niro. I've seen it happen before. You gotta watch the show Shrinking. It trust me.
Okay, I'll take your word.
It works out for some actors. Don't get me wrong. Morgan Freeman had a couple hit or misses too. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple guys. Whatever.
The guy from 30 Rock. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, okay, we go ahead too.
Yeah.
So the list goes on and on. So I know you try to throw your hand in there because later you was in Jumanji 2, or technically 3.
Yeah.
So you was in that one.
He was in Jumanji?
Yeah, he was in the last one they made.
I didn't
The
see
most
that one.
recent one?
Yeah,
The one with Dwayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Dwayne,
That was
Dwayne
good.
2,
That
which
was
is
a
now
good
known
movie.
as Jumanji 3. But anyway, yes. So I'm just saying, it wasn't that you shouldn't have been in this movie. I just felt they didn't cast you in the right role. Like, you shouldn't have been a black dude that's married to a white dude that's secretly like, man, I ain't
Married
even
to a
that
white
white.
dude.
I mean,
That
white
would've
chick.
been
I'm
crazy.
sorry. I was too
No,
mad.
that would have been great.
It would have been better than
I mean, not in 2004. They weren't let that fly. Now you can do that.
Nah, there was those two white guys that was like, not fully like that, but they was hinting.
Where?
The ones that was like the chef.
Oh yeah,
and
they had
walked
like
this.
2 minutes of screen time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh no, they definitely, as a gay woman, I can say this. They were definitely gay.
Oh, okay.
But like, it was just for funsies.
It was just for
Okay.
funsies.
I was focusing more on the cooking than anything else. They were like chefs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of them came back and the other didn't.
I thought they both.
I thought they both met.
No, I think you're thinking about G's.
During the job rule sequence. At the
No,
end.
that was G's.
Oh, that was G's. Yeah.
I keep on mixing up.
Yeah, when they bounce.
Yeah, there you
And you might be
good.
confusing them with the well, maybe not. The lady, because
Wait.
she had the same haircut.
The lady's name is Eves. The actress, right?
Oh, her name, yeah, in real life, her name is Eve.
But then there's Eve. So there's Eve and then there's the
Jeeves.
character Jeeves.
Yeah, but her name wasn't Eve in the movie. It was like,
Becky.
it was Becky.
Yeah.
Becky's character, very confusing. Why tease her for 2 seconds in the beginning and like have the mom say something about her in the middle and just have her show up at the end?
Because
That has-
it's Eve and she couldn't be on set.
But
They
like,
could probably get for that day.
it would literally be better to get a cheaper actress and
Yeah.
have more development.
They don't care. We hear what you say. Everything you say
everything
makes sense.
makes sense.
We need another big name.
But they didn't care.
No.
And in 2004, she was big. She had her own TV show.
Yeah.
She had albums that were like, they were selling.
Yeah,
I
she
don't know
had some
how they were
hits
selling,
out.
but they were selling. So she
Yeah,
was doing her
had
thing.
some-
I think
some number
Barbershop was probably out there around that time. So she was doing other movies.
Mhm.
Wait, what other movie?
There was a movie called Barbershop.
Never seen it.
All good. So what happened was, I think they were using her to try to say like, she is supposed to be like his light, like I guess like his silver lining or something of that nature.
Yeah.
It doesn't read like that. Though.
It does not. It does not.
It doesn't at all.
But that was they was trying to say like, because I've seen movies where like you've seen a girl that you haven't seen in years and you're like, this is you now? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a trope.
I mean, it can work in the right context.
Exactly. That's why I said if she came earlier and Danny Glover was more like, even if he wasn't in a family, even if he was just a neighbor, he still could have played that role. Like where it was like, yo, this don't go for just this chick because she hot.
Yeah.
But then it would have contradicted itself because he
went for the money.
Todd Anderson makes no I don't know.
Todd.
No, he's right.
Anderson makes no
sense.
sense. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't even like dump Brittany until he's already kissed someone else, and then he doesn't even like express any feelings of like being upset with her until he like has already decided to break up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, I'm a Brittany hater, but that's kind of unfair to Brittany.
No, that is the one time you should feel bad for her. 'Cause
Oh, except for, okay, the way the women in this movie talk to each other.
Yeah, one scene that was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
They spoke to each other way meaner in that one scene than anyone else did in that entire movie.
I feel like the basketball game got kind of rough.
Physically, but verbally, no.
But wait,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on.
true.
Which scene you referring to?
She's talking about
Well,
waiting in the
the
bathroom
bathroom.
with the mirror shot.
Oh, right.
Went on for way too long.
Yeah. Went on for
Go
way
find,
too long.
like, stop worrying about me, go find your, like, go to parole and find your, like, baby daddy.
So, like, go invest in the diaphragm.
And
like,
that's such a
Jesus.
funny scene because it's like...
So cruel.
That's why
When
she
said that to me, I cried.
Yeah, that's what she
pretty
said.
brutal.
That's why she said game recognized game, because at the end of the movie, the cousin went and dated Shaq, and then the other chick went to
The doctor.
the cousin.
Doctor.
Yeah.
But they're not even, like, happy together.
No,
He
they broke up
because
multiple
she
times.
just waited for him to get that doctor check.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it yet.
She said she didn't want to work.
Yeah, she didn't want to work.
Before OnlyFans.
Yeah, she kept it. Yeah, this was before OnlyFans.
I would be a trophy wife if I could, but you can't just, like, do it in that way.
No, those things are done.
So, yeah, she...
No, please don't say that to me.
She-
I will be a trophy wife.
Okay. Listen, shoot for the moon. No, I'm just saying.
Just, like, not in a malicious way.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, right. You wasn't doing it like
Yeah, you gotta play the long game now.
Yeah, which is like, dude, like, do I have to start, like, dating NBA players now? This is crazy.
I mean, you're supposed to groom it. You're supposed to find one that was in high school
When they're
coming
young.
up, or in college, and date them.
I'm too late.
You know,
I'm
yeah.
too late.
I mean, you know, you might meet them in the right circle. You know,
If you guys know any NBA players, let me know.
I mean, most of them, you're going to have a fight on your hands. Most of them
Yeah.
going to pull up and be like, you're going to have to contend with one of these other ladies.
You're
They're
gonna
gonna
have to,
fight for my heart, you know what I'm saying?
This is not The Bachelor. I'm not fighting for anybody.
She's like, I just want y'all to know I'm here.
She's just showing up.
I'm just showing up.
I was a register. I'm like, okay.
She's like, I'm
You
here.
can register. You can definitely
You know,
register.
you have my
Oh my
consent.
God.
That's
Just pass
crazy.
the money. Let's go. You have my consent. Just pass the money. You know what I'm saying?
So funny.
So we could talk about this movie all day, but the best thing to ask is like, if this movie was
We can't. Well, we already said it.
it was a professional segue, my brother. If this movie was made in this year, or now that this year is like coming to a close, next year. So this movie was made next year, 20th anniversary. Would you rather it be like remade to do the same movie but in today's time, or would you rather a sequel to the sequel? Even though we don't really, you know what? Let's just say remake because we don't know what the sequel entails.
Yeah, there's a sequel
Well,
to
why
this.
can't I just let's scrap the sequel and if there was just this movie?
Okay, so you want to do a work?
He's like, I want to fix
Yeah.
this movie.
So you wanna- yeah,
I want to
okay.
fix the shit in
Do you
front of
wanna-
me.
yeah, do you wanna
so we can
remake-
even move on.
Right. Do you want to remake this movie or you just want a straight up sequel?
You want to start from the ground up, or you be like,
If it's just this movie, I'm doing a sequel. Because the thing is, like, we had that conversation. How do you make this movie better? You have to flip the entire thing on its head.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's worth doing that. And like the
why waste the budget?
Why waste the budget?
and the mistakes, like the things we were talking about, are frustrating. But like, you just comment on all of that in the sequel. You just make a sequel that's better and comment on the absurdity of the first movie and plays into it. Like I feel like this movie was stupid on accident. And
Man.
like the sequel could
like
be
that.
stupid on purpose.
I like that.
Man, I don't share that opinion, but I respect it.
What do you think?
I think it was definitely stupid on purpose. There's
You
no
think
way.
he
There's
attacked
no way the things they put in this.
Okay, no, like it was a little stupid on
Yeah.
purpose, but like the inconsistencies, like how do you get his hair braided?
That's
No.
the stupid on purpose
Oh, yeah,
part.
stupid on
They don't
purpose.
care.
Yeah,
they
they
cared. They were
They
allowed
care.
to explain it.
Well, I just
They
think
didn't care. They
you
wanted them
care.
to begin
When
with.
you have $16 million on your hands, you
Yeah.
better care a little more.
I mean, if they cared, they would have showed a scene where he was like sitting in a chair getting braided,
Yeah.
and then talking his shit, or like while he's getting braided, he's like, hold on.
If they
hold on,"
cared,
you know?
they can't.
Or
Ja
even
Rule probably
Dude.
probably would not have been in the movie.
you don't even have to shoot it better. You just have to write it better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, you could say that for a lot of.
Listen, how much is that 60 million you think went to the writers?
There's a reason they're on strike right
Yeah.
now.
They could have had the Avengers budget and still would have made this stupid on purpose.
Yeah,
They would have been like, well, we lost most of our money, but it is what it is.
Well, I'd rather make a sequel because I could make it address the stupidity of the first one.
That's fair.
Okay, I respect
I
it.
guarantee the actual sequel to this movie did not do that.
No,
Yeah.
One of my test schools like, nah, let's just double down on the stupid.
Right. So I would welcome a sequel, but I think in the sequel, since it's been 20 years,
so much of the cast is dead.
Jesus.
are they?
Is Danny Glover still alive?
He's still
Yeah.
around.
He's so old.
Well,
Yes.
that's but he wouldn't act the same way.
I mean, just don't put him in the movie.
Yeah, or you just don't put him in the movie. Like Jennifer Lewis is still, she played the
Yeah.
mom, she's
Mhm.
still around.
Mhm.
I think what you would do is now he's retired. He has a cookout to celebrate his retirement.
Oh, fun!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
But like maybe if you wanted to, you could say he has a son or he has a daughter because there's WNBA now, and they could be one of the next big things in their league. And then that person has a cookout. Like they're celebrating his retirement, but they also celebrating like
That's a fun
the
premise.
kid. But you don't do most of the stupid stuff, but you still kind of go through some of the similar lessons. And he could be like, yeah, I remember, man, I had a girl, she was crazy. And then you want to be stupid, let Megan Good pull up. And then now she has like a rival baller or something. Like the baller's like, yeah, I was better, I was good as you. This is my son, whatever. I don't know. But either way, you could do like that. Homie retired. That's it. But
That is fun. Wait,
They-
I want to see that movie.
right, they'll probably be listening and then go with like, okay, he'll be retired, and then just throw something completely off the rails. Like it'll just go south. So they'll be like, "Where's your son at in the Euro League?" Like, why is he playing in Europe? Did not need to happen. So they
Now you write him out.
his son is trash. He's
Now
like,
you write him out.
yeah, just write his son out, write his daughter out, and like anything. I don't know. But anyway, sequel will probably be the better thing because if they remade this shit,
Like, how do you fix that?
ain't no fixing her film, sis. Ain't no fixing. her film.
It's a fun movie. It's like The Kissing Booth. If you've got, I don't know, I was gonna ask, have you seen The Kissing Booth? But I'm
No.
talking to a camera. I know you guys.
Well, you-
Who's that?
Wait, you said his movie's like The Kissing Booth?
The Kissing Booth. It was a very bad but very fun movie to watch.
Who's in
That's
it?
why I was like, yo, I think I
Joey
remember it.
King, Jacob Elordi, the guy from Euphoria.
Oh yeah, we definitely didn't see that.
It's so funny. It's hilarious because it's an
Oh.
awful movie.
I didn't see it because it looked like a teen flick to me. When
You guys-
when I saw the cover, I was like, it looks like some teen
Look,
flick.
I
shit.
know this is you guys take not hood people and make them watch hood movies,
Yeah.
but
Is
I
this-
think like
Is
every
she trying to switch
I
up
think
on us?
every fourth movie it should be just you guys watching like a teen chick flick.
Oh man.
he would be upset. He wouldn't.
Yeah, I would be upset.
He wouldn't get through the first 5
I
minutes.
would
He'd
be
be-
very upset about that.
Quick question: why is this a trilogy?
They just people love the first one.
How many times you need to be in a kissing booth? God damn!
I don't even know if there's kissing booths in the other ones.
And easy.
Just drop the whole premise. Fuck off.
Are teen films white hood films?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Mine is
Are you
blown.
serious?
Are teen films just white hood?
They just showed you a trilogy.
It's just equally bad.
There
films?
isn't even a state property trilogy.
Yeah.
You showed you a kiss. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't even get a third state property, but y'all got a third kissing booth. That's some.
Kissing
that's all I'm
booth?
Somebody gotta be watching that bullshit, bro. There's a lot of white girls in America.
Yeah, Cookout didn't even get a trilogy.
Everybody watched the
Belly didn't even get a
Hey,
trilogy,
listen.
but it shouldn't even have got that sequel. Well, you get what we saying, folks. Not a lot of our hood films get trilogies. They get a sequel at best. We'd be lucky. There's a
That's
few
not-
that got a trilogy. There's a few, but we'd be lucky.
Lucky or fortunate?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
I would say neither.
I don't
I
feel
feel like
I
you don't get joy from a bad movie the way we do.
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He-
Trust me, I could have went way harder.
We find bad shit and
Yeah.
laugh at it. That's,
Okay.
that's how you make joy out of the movie.
This is-
You're gonna sit here for
But you
1 to
couldn't
2
enjoy
hours.
the
You know?
kissing booth? It's so bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that got to be bad I can relate to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
What?
can't relate to a bunch of white teenagers?
No, I can't. Sorry. Where they from?
They're from like some Richville, USA. I don't
That's
know.
not even a state. You didn't say it. Tell me a state.
I'm just
See, I can't even.
Philly,
I can't even relate. I can't even get to relate. You couldn't even tell me what state they're from.
that?
You ain't saying Nevada,
I know.
Florida,
it's so funny.
Oregon. You ain't say none of
Say,
those.
like, where?
They're the house.
Oh my
At least in the hood movie, I can tell you what city they're from. Ain't
I'm
but
so
three.
sorry. I like want to pause filming for you guys to watch this trailer.
She's like, stop the whole episode.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're about to end. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're about to end.
Try
I love it. I love it. So if you want to see the Cookout, go watch it on Hulu if you got Hulu, or you can bootleg it. You know how we usually do. But if you got Hulu, watch
Watch
it
it on Hulu. What?
Yeah.
Come on.
What?
I'm just saying, you gotta at least have a hood. I'm hoping our viewers have. They're not so down bad they
It's
can't afford it.
$17.
Oh, I mean,
They did raise the price.
that's what you mean.
Never mind.
well,
Yeah, go ahead and bootleg it. I just forgot. I just let it come out of my account. I don't even check anymore.
I know we do too. I'm in the same boat.
I can afford $17 for Hulu if I'm paying for Netflix, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime.
You gotta drop at least 2 of those things.
Yeah. And,
I
you,
keep it at 2.
and for 17, you just get that combo, yo. It gives you like Hulu, Disney Plus. You just get the
Is
quick
that the
combo.
combo?
Yeah.
It's a Hulu because they all under the same
You
umbrella.
better get on it before it comes to $25 next year.
Are you closing out now?
What? Oh yeah, we about to close the show.
Before
Right,
you
so
do that,
say,
question,
go
are you
ahead.
guys gonna watch the second movie soon?
Oh yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the next episode,
No.
but at some point, now that we know there's a sequel, we will visit
You
that.
haven't seen it though.
No, we didn't know about
We didn't
it.
know it was aware until we brought you
When
in
did
here.
you guys first watch this movie?
When
Oh,
it first
Cookout?
came out,
Yeah,
like
around the
years
time it
ago.
came out.
You come on BET a lot.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wait, talk about like the first time you guys saw it.
Ooh, okay, that's not a problem. You wanna go first?
I
brother?
just thought it was kind of whack. I just thought it was like, all right, what I was expecting. It wasn't like, all right. Yeah. It was just another one of these.
So basically,
Yeah.
for me, I've said this before, but when movies come on BET, when they get
BET?
Black Entertainment Television, it was a channel that was pretty decent back in the day
Jesus.
for black people.
Did you have
She's young
cable?
generation.
I didn't have cable until I was
Okay,
13.
no. Okay,
Young generation. Hey, this is young.
We had $11
Young Aliza.
TV for the first 13 years of my
Oh,
life.
that's
Okay,
wild.
so-
Oh, yeah, you poor thing.
Yeah, black. I don't mind. I'm that old man now.
Yeah.
Teach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, is it still around?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. It's just not the same that it used to be 20-something years ago. So back in the day, they used to play more music videos, especially black music videos.
Yeah.
And they used to play different movies, just like we said. Cookout was one of them. A lot of other black movies were played. They had original programming. They had video countdown shows. Just so much stuff. And the Cookout was on there from time to time. And when it came on, I saw it in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So when we saw it in bits and pieces, it was mostly just like, you know, one
Yeah.
minute you turn the channel and then you see Queen Latifah.
Commercial break. I'll
Commercial
watch
break,
something
I'll watch
else.
To be
something
fair,
else.
I think this movie works very well to see in bits and pieces.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like when you're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
That's why it used to thrive.
It's just a gag, you
Yeah.
know, like a scene on
No.
its own is
Yeah.
entertaining and
Yeah,
feels
no.
forward.
But the first,
You
yeah,
can't do that. now.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When I first saw it, like I saw probably like 5-10
Yeah.
minutes of it, and then I watched it again later, but I was just like, this is not a good film.
Yeah,
Like, this is just.
Like, we're not going to the theater to see
Yeah, I
this.
was like,
You
I'm
need
not
to
going to
understand
the
that.
theater.
We're not
because-
doing that.
So because
That's what you thought was happening.
Yeah, they usually show like commercials
Uh-uh.
and stuff on
Yeah.
mainly on BET, so that way you could try to come to the theater to see this film. But you're like,
In your heart, like, I know.
I'm not watching this.
I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be a nightmare because dealing with people, I don't like being around that much people in general.
Yep.
That be around that much people and watching whack shit.
Watch
No,
some
I'm
whack
tight.
shit, I'm ready to
I'm
go.
tight. I'm
So,
ready to go. I
yeah.
want my money back.
I mean, we're like that with other films too,
I'm like
not
that
just black
now.
films.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm just like that.
Yeah, so basically that was what it was like for us. A lot of hood films when we first seen it, some are like, this was a classic, this was stands the test of time, and then some are like, it's cool, it just didn't age well, and then some like this was just like, damn, if it wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't watch it then, I wouldn't watch it now. So that's what it is. But that's why we do the podcast, just to let you know like movies like this exist. And this was a film that came out a year after LeBron James got drafted into the NBA.
That's why his name popped up in the
That's crazy.
This is still AI days, right?
Yeah, AI was
The
still
timing
around.
of that is insane. insane.
Yeah.
But
This movie was made today, they would not be talking about Jersey basketball.
Well,
I
this
promise you
movie
that.
was written definitely before he was drafted then, because like it takes more than a year.
Yeah, probably. If anything, probably written. Yeah, because when he got drafted in 2003. He's number 1 draft pick
And
for
then
the
this came
Cleveland
out in
Cavs. Yeah, and
2004,
this came out in
which means
2004.
they made it in 2003,
Right.
which
And-
means it was getting written in 2006.
Right.
That's why the rain was back. It was Rush.
And they sent him to New Jersey. So
Yeah.
in basketball now, New Jersey doesn't have a basketball team.
Yeah.
They're in Brooklyn now. But at that time, New Jersey still is. If you get rich, you usually go live in Jersey because it's cheaper, it's more secluded, stuff
Closer
like
to the
that.
city.
Closer
Not,
to the city, yeah.
But
But you don't have to worry about all that riffraff for
Yeah.
the most part,
Yeah.
unless you go to certain hood cities of Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey got some hood cities, so if you go out there,
Jersey
you know what I'm
and
saying?
Albany, apparently.
Right, you know what I mean? So that's all it's about. That's all it's about. But yeah, that was our first time watching it, and we appreciate you for asking us that. But with that being said, we want to thank you, young Liza. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, doing the film, watching the film. Do you feel like you're gonna watch more hood films after this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm probably gonna go back and watch like every episode of this podcast. And
She's like, I want to see which films to watch. What's up?
yeah, I'm not gonna. Never mind.
Oh,
You're right. I'm not gonna just ask which ones to watch. I could just ask which ones to watch.
you could, but yeah, there's also if you
Yeah.
want to you could look through the list of what movies we watched and just be like, wait a minute, I can watch this.
I'm sure I've seen at least like 2 or 3 headphones before that.
Probably.
All right, name one that you think you saw.
Dude, I haven't even seen The Terminator. I haven't even seen the Jumanjis besides the Dwayne The Rock.
What were the black girls at your door watching?
Yeah, I was like, that ain't her film. It's regular film.
They were boarding students. One of them was like from Africa. I was a day
Oh,
student.
shit.
I like didn't. There were like 70 of us in a grade, and I was the only Indian student in my grade. No, there might have been one other girl who was mixed. I don't remember.
Bet you the African girl knew belly.
What?
No.
No,
No way, Belly.
that's the name of her film. My fault.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
And then yeah, it was just like there were like 1 or 2 black girls in my grade,
Mhm.
and then a bunch of East Asian boarding students, and then a bunch of rich white people.
Was there any movie with a rapper in it that you saw
That
when you
I've
was
seen.
younger?
The Selena Gomez Cinderella story movie.
Ah, shit.
Who was the rapper in that?
Pop star never stopped popping. That movie.
That's
What? Wait, no. Wait. What?
I love it.
Part?
I love it.
Popstar?
Popstar never stop it. That was the Andy Samberg joint.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he played a rapper.
Yeah, I do know what you're
technically
talking
they're
about.
rappers, so whatever.
The Justin Bieber
I love it.
concert tour.
I love it.
film.
That was
Second.
that.
I'm
No.
just trying to figure out, wait, what rap was in that Selena Gomez thing she was talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Drew Seeley. He like sing raps. He doesn't actually
Okay.
rap. Drew Seeley.
Oh, I don't know.
He did
Yeah,
the
we get old.
vocals for. Why do I know this?
Did you see Spring Breakers?
No, I actually did.
That's
I go
crazy.
film.
Don't
school.
watch
I'm
it. That's
embarrassing
whack.
myself. I know. I really want to, but
I don't. Okay, go ahead and watch it.
Isn't it like an art film?
It's something like that. But yeah, it sounds like you just need
I'll
to,
tell you after the podcast.
It sounds like you need to just check out our old episodes and
Yeah.
watch and look at the titles.
y'all
and then
should
you
too.
can watch
Oh,
whatever
wait,
you want.
wait. Are films like? Can they be dramatic?
Yeah.
The one with the boombox.
Okay.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Box.
Is she talking about,
Hot Summer Day?
She's talking about
Hot Summer Day.
It's like the most famous one.
most famous one.
we did that episode.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
All right.
Yeah, we got one.
She got one.
Holy shit!
All
All
right.
right,
Good movie.
And I'm glad. Most people just been like, it was a Spike Lee movie or whatever. She was like, the boom box. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
I feel like that's going to be one of those. It had to be one of those movies.
Yeah,
Like,
Radio
like,
Raheem.
Yup, there you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Rest in
Right, you
peace.
got one. We did that episode.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
my guy.
So,
That
let
would be
these.
so good.
We appreciate you doing this podcast with us. Let these wonderful people know, where they can find you or where you perform at. If you want to give them the Instagram so they can follow you or whatever. If you got a YouTube channel, anything you want. Floor is
Yeah,
yours.
you guys can follow me on Instagram at Aliza, ALIZA.Gandhi, GANDHI. Or if you're on TikTok, you can follow me at Aliza, same spelling, J Gandhi, same spelling.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just like that. Make sure you follow her. Check her out. Very funny lady. She performs around the city just like us, entertaining the masses. And remember, we don't put. Most of the time we put entertainers on here. We put comedians on here, but we don't put nobody that's trash. Right, Winnie?
Right.
We'll put them right in the trash. So if they on here, it's on here because we think they funny. We think they're funny enough to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Unless there was some reason we had to put them on. But you know this. I'm like, oh. So catch us on social media at TikTok and at Instagram. Welcome to My Hood Film Podcast. All one word. And on Twitter at Welcome WELCOM 2 and Hood Film HOODFILM, as well as you can catch us on this channel on YouTube at Turn Up More Productions, TURNUPMO Productions, just like that. You can catch all our past episodes, all the movies we show people, clips from the show. We're going to try to throw some things on the social media more. I know we've been like real absent on social media, but we're going to try to throw some more things on there so that way y'all can keep in tune and always know what we're doing next, what movie we're going to watch next, stuff of that nature. So we're going to cap it here. We just finished watching The Cookout. Not one of the best hood films, but hey, at this point, it's kind of hard to find what is.
I mean, we done worse.
Yeah, we done worse. We got to know what the best hood
10.
films are.
Yeah.
We have to like really make them Mount Rushmore, but one day. But anyway, we're going to catch y'all on the next episode. Until in the meantime, between time, it's your boy Marv and Latimore.
Woody Francis.
And Young Liza?
Young Liza? Yeah, whichever way. You can take that name with you
I
all
will
the way.
not be taking. I'm gonna leave it here.
Okay,
But
all right.
It was fun. Well, awesome.
So, for all of us here, we appreciate y'all watching. It's been welcome to My Hood Films. Peace. See you next time.